Hi everyone, welcome to my new video. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry for not posting for so long. Have been dealing with some personal stuff. And in today's video, I really want to take a look at the situation with Andrey Botikov, a Russian virologist who has been murdered several days ago by his male escort. And this virologist, Andrey, is very kind of like famous, not like very famous to be honest. I never heard about him before, but he's famous because he was one of the 18 people who worked on the Sputnik vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, and he has been killed by his male escort according to the official version of events because he didn't pay him enough, and they fought about the payment and they thought about the services provided, so to say. So officially the events went like that. So they fought, and then the escort decided to kill him for the money. But a lot of people are speculating online that it wasn't just that it wasn't just about the money, that it was also about him being one of the researchers working on the COVID-19 vaccine, and it's a conspiracy theory, he has been murdered because he knew too much or whatever. So in my today's video, I really just want to, do a little reading and see if that's true or not. I do have a couple of cards that fell down, so please give me a second. I'm filming this for the second time. I had a couple of cards falling out the first time. I don't think those are the same, but still. Oh yeah. So we have Page of Wands in reverse, and we have Ace of Wands in reverse. So I do think that there was male sexual energy in here. So Page of Wands in reverse, of course, younger, bratty, because being in reverse also negative, competitive, combative energy here. Really braggish, overselling yourself, saying that you can do more than you can actually do. And Ace of Wands in reverse, of course, literally bad sex, literally just not getting it up, not being able to stay hard. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's Ace of Wands, it's clear phallic symbol. Not satisfying the partner, not satisfying yourself, just having bad sex. So I mean, these two cards kind of paint the picture quite clearly. Page of Wands, talking about I think it's about the male escort, because Andrey himself was kind of older, and I think he hasn't been he's not that naive, because pages are all naive, they're very young, at least in their heart and their soul. They're not wise. They just act out of their emotions, and I think that's what the escort did. And yeah, but let's see more. What else can the cards say? Oh wow, 3 cards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. 2 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Cups also in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. So yeah, the picture painted here, it's also quite clear. But because I can say that this card, of course, it's relationship, so I might assume that they knew each other before. It wasn't the first time that Andrey called that escort to be with him. But even if they didn't, there wasn't much of a connection, because 2 of Cups just shows the connection part of any relationship. Even if you just have met a person, there was no connection, to be completely honest. There was in this connection, there wasn't nobody got what they wanted from this connection, nobody got enough from this connection, nobody got satisfaction from this connection. And in Hermit in reverse, I think all of them kind of felt very uncomfortable with each other, because to me, Hermit in reverse, it's being forced to be in a company of someone that you really don't want to be, that you would really rather not to be. because like it's been forced to participate in any like social activity that you don't want to participate in, like on the most basic level. But also with the Hermit universe here, I think it's how to say, like I think this whole situation has been very unwise, you know. So I think this whole situation in general, like their connection and them, you know, being together and like, you know, just like Andrey calling this escort or whatever, it's been a very unwise decision. Like it's very difficult for me to do the w sound, the wise, very unwise decision. It's been like he should have thought better. He should have maybe selected someone else. Maybe just forgone that idea at all, you know. Well, I mean, but he didn't, so he's gone now. Let's see, what more do I see? Oh yeah, so strength in reverse, we have Eight of Wands upright, and we have Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the situation, I do think the situation developed really quickly. Whatever has been happening during that time there, with the strength in reverse, to me, it's a lot. Strength in reverse, I think, kind of like shows that I guess like whoever was the active partner there, I think never they didn't show their like, you know, sexual strength, to be honest. Like I think there was like a very unsatisfactory moment there, and you know, like nothing pleasant there, you know. It's like literally with the Ace of Wands being in the very beginning, it's like you don't have the male power, you don't have the male strength, and you cannot get it up, or you cannot stay hard. And but also I think one person felt that they could overpower the other, like they had something, like maybe just like personal energy, or maybe they felt like they could manipulate the other. So someone was feeling powerless and someone was power tripping with the Eight of Wands. I think there was like a very quick realization that, okay, yeah, I can manipulate that person, I can overpower them. And with the Knight of Swords, I'm sorry, there was this very strong feeling regarding that, like, how to say, like, I can do what I want because I believe what I'm doing is the right thing, you know. Like, because like Knight of Swords, especially in reverse, it's a person who like they really, like, they are mistaken in a way, you know. They are slightly delusional, but they like believe what they want to do to be the right thing to do, the right thing for them, not necessarily for the other. And you know, they're quick to take the action, and the action was quickly taken. So, you know, I think it's all about power. It's all about, but like power in terms of like, oh, I can get what I want, you know, from this. I can get what I want from this. Oh yeah, yeah. We have King of Wands here. I do think this is Andrey. He's in his upright position, so I do think that he felt that he was in charge in this situation. He was the man, and he's older too, so it's also quite important for him to be older. Because a king is also, it symbolizes a more older, mature man. And I think Andrey kind of was like that. Very passionate, very eager to do things, and things he did, because then we have Two of Wands, literally, sorry, but like Two of Wands, two phallic symbols here. I do think it symbolizes sexual intercourse that was happening between the two of them. I do think they were kind of compatible, because I think he's escort. I think he was the Page of Wands and he's a King of Wands, so like they're the same. They kind of like had the same energy, I believe. They were kind of similar, but one of them was more, once again, more childish, I would say, more eager to just follow their desires, not thinking about things. Two of Wands, though, sex and desire, and so there was an intercourse, but we got Temperance in reverse. So I do believe that like something went wrong during their sex. Something went wrong there. Something that really tipped the balance. Something that really threw the balance off. Once again, just not getting what they wanted, and like being frustrated, feeling like, you know, oh, I'm not getting what I deserve out of this. I think both of them kind of felt like that. So yeah, it's like interesting because like my cards kind of like talking about the same thing. So I think that I'm gonna end this reading soon, because I do think that, like, why continue if I don't see. Yeah. So we have here Empress in reverse, Page of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. So it's really interesting. We have another page energy. With the Empress in reverse, I think it's about, once again, it's about pleasure. It's about pleasure. It's about those like physical things that are not being provided, because Empress, it's all about good food, money, sex. It's like, it's earthly pleasures. Those are good pleasures, you know. It's not sinful to have those, but like here you don't have those. Your promise now, with Page of Cups, it's, oh, I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna, like, this is gonna be the best night of our lives. You're my king, you're my queen, you're my everything. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna, like, once again, overpromise, under-deliver. And with the Two of Pentacles, I do think it's a balance thing, and it's a balance thing, and it's a money thing. Once again, like, promise of money, promises of, you know, giving enough of, but enough wasn't given. Enough wasn't given. There was the sense of discomfort, and the sense of, like, maybe even kind of like, well, betrayal is a strong word, but, you know, just like you were promised things, but you weren't given. You didn't feel comfortable. You didn't feel like you were given enough. Like, although you were promised, you know, with the Cups, it's like good sex and love and emotions, and with the Two of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, you're gonna get enough. Like, you're gonna get enough money. Maybe like you won't be, you know, after this one night you will not be rich, but you're gonna get enough for the services provided. And I mean, seemingly it wasn't the case, hasn't been the case. So yeah, so let's get to the end of this. So what else can you tell? What else can you tell about the killing of Andrey Botikov? You know, I think it was his time to go, because we have the Judgment upright, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hanged Man also upright. And he wasn't hanged, but he was strangled to death and stabbed, but mostly strangled. And although the Hangman, you know, he's not hanging on his neck, but like still he's like, you know, hanged. So with the, I know like those cards are very powerful, but I want to start with the Three of Pentacles, because I've seen that there were reports that like he wasn't alone there with his male escort. So there's Andrey, male escort, and the third person, some kind of woman. I don't know, I don't really remember who she was. She was either Andrey's friend or escort's friend. Like, I really don't remember, but there were three people, and of course there was like this element of like three people not working out together, like two conspiring against one or something like that, or like one pitting the other against the third. So there was some element of that, but I think it was karmic, to be completely honest, with the Judgment here and with the Hangman here. Like, I really think with the Judgment here, especially, like, he was cold and cold, you know, CULLED, and cold, like cold to heavens, I guess, CALLED, because like it's a karma, it's, you know, just like destiny, because with the Judgment card and with the Hangman too, but especially with the Judgment, it's like stuff happening to you and you have no way of, you know, dealing with that. You have no way of stopping that. It's just the hand of fate kind of like coming into your life and like, you know, just like throwing it all out and changing your life completely. And like sometimes that's really good. Like sometimes it's, someone coming into life and sweeping you and taking you into marriage, in a very positive way. Of course, it's not like it's not like being taken into slavery, or like you're given this like beautiful position somewhere, like you didn't expect even to get that position, but like now you have to move to another country because you were offered this job, or you suddenly got into university that you never even thought of getting into, or whatever. But sometimes it plays out like that. Sometimes it plays out like dying, because judgment is kind of like passing the threshold, from one stage of your life into the next. And I mean, death, I think it is kind of like that. So I think it was his time to go, and especially with the hangman, like it's kind of like a fate thing. Hangman means that like you have to go into a passive mode, into deep introspection, into just being still. And I mean, there's nothing more still than that. So yeah, I think it was bound to happen. I think it was his destiny. So this will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here today with me. I am planning on continuing on with my Russian Conspiracy Iceberg series. I don't know when though. I really not feeling that great recently, so I really want to continue, but I just hope that I will have the energy to do that. But I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here with me today once again. If you have any thoughts or opinions, leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Press like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video whenever I will drop it. Bye.